Let's just get this over with. First track, Born with Horns. Drums are actually kind of sick.
Yeah. Part 1, why is it so hard to live? Part 2, I shouldn't have done what I did. If I eat my weeks, so there's my name as a cousin, now I'm 6 feet deep.
Hey, the drums aren't terrible, but everything else, this part isn't bad either, but his voice, oh. Yeah, let's just bring some strings in, why not? Alienate me. Like, what are we doing, man? How do you come off as that unlikable? Oh my gosh, those lyrics were absolutely awful. What was that opening line was terrible. What do you say? Step 1? I don't even remember. I don't even want to go back. I don't even want to remember what he said. I mean, the drums were okay because it was Travis Barker, but pretty much everything else, everything to do with Machine Gun Kelly was bad. His vocals, his singing is absolutely awful. Those big group chants at the end there were corny as hell. And I guess that acoustic kind of interlude bridge section was okay, but then the strings come in and just completely make it sound way too over dramatic for what he's singing about. Like, come on. That was bad.
God save me, I'm fucked up.
God save me.
You die, you're iconic. 16 years old, kicked out though. 16 years old, out on the street.
Can this dude only sing like 4 notes? I feel like it's the same 4 notes. Literally every melody is da da da, the camera, I hate myself. Sing a different note. It's the same 4 notes.
I'm a lost boy, I'm a lost boy. She's a god girl.
I'm a lost boy.
No reason, run away, go find
His vocals sound especially awful right here. What the frick? No! That was so bad. I mean, every track is gonna be a... I would be surprised if we even get a mid in this video.
2, 3, 5.
Hold on. Why do I hate everything about this dude? Do you hear the way he said that's hard? It just irks me. Listen to this.
That's hard.
Why? That's not how you talk. Dude.
Days now, maybe if I had something to say.
What is this flow? It's so robotic.
Made up my mind this evening. I'm taking the last. Okay, nothing can fix me. I made up my mind this evening. But I can't feel you.
Stop yelling in my ear, man. You sound so bad. Oh my god. I want to die. I want to die. This is so bad. Can't handle this. I can't. I gotta go back in though. Oh, it's over. Thank goodness. Oh, it's over. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That's the one good thing Machine Gun Kelly has done in this video, in this album, is end a song. That was awful. When this dude tries to do like metal screams, it is the worst sounding thing I've ever heard. It can't sound more unnatural coming out of this dude's body. Those screams. Oh my gosh. And the lyrics. Don't even get me started on the lyrics. The lyrics are so basic. And before Machine Gun Kelly fans come at me, because I said this in that AGR video, they're like, oh, he's talking about deep stuff. He's talking about his depression. That's cool. People talk about that stuff all the time in music. But you can talk about it in a way that's a little bit more interesting. Not just, she's a goth girl, I'm a lost boy. Like, add some depth to it. Be more interesting. I mean, he probably can't be more interesting because he's Machine Gun Kelly. This might have been a really bad idea. I'm only 4 tracks in. Actually, I'm only 3 tracks in. No. I'm only 3 tracks in and I already want to die.
I wake up, my head hurts, but she got a couple blunts of Percocets in her purse. Drug dealer girl.
I'm just drug dealer girl. Like, shut up, dude. Shut up. It's just absolutely soulless. Of course we get a Lil Wayne verse. It's the same thing for the rest of the song. Oh my gosh, man. Lil Wayne brought absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You'd expect a rapper on the caliber of Lil Wayne to at least bring something entertaining, but no. He matched MGK with an absolute soulless verse. I've been kind of on a binge of listening to bad music recently. Cause you gotta switch it up sometimes. You gotta listen to some bad music to really appreciate good music, you know? I listened to that new Post Malone. That was probably my least favorite this year. This might be worse than that. We'll see. New Jack Harlow was terrible. But this is even more painful to sit through because it's just, there's really nothing likable about it at all. It's just an assault on the ears of just the most unlikable dude possible. So yeah, I'm not having a good time right now.
Oh, one more time.
Shut up, Lil Wayne.
It's a wall of famous people?
Yeah.
Wow. LA sucks.
Ooh, so deep. The wall's lame, but... Even the interludes suck. Even the skits, interludes, whatever you want to call it, suck. What was the point of that? Maybe it'll make more sense for this when this next track comes on, but how does this dude just... I don't know how he does it. It's honestly kind of impressive how he portrays himself as this unlikable. Freaking Ford Truck Month ass drums, man. Oh my god. No! Whoever thought that this pop punk voice was a good idea? It is the most annoying voice to listen to. And I know not all pop punk sounds like this, but this is like the pop punk, the cliche pop punk to the extreme. Why did MGK think this was a good voice? Like, do you listen to yourself? Do you listen to these songs? I would honestly doubt it if he ever... I bet he just shows up, here's the instrumental, does something over it first take, doesn't really try, doesn't really ever hear it again. Because how do you hear this and think that your voice sounds good? You're ruining it! You ruin everything! You suck!
Fuck that, dude.
I don't even have anything to say. Really, just the vocals make me want to die. Need to say you're ruining it. Like, how do you think that sounds good, man? What is wrong in your brain that you think that is enjoyable in any way? This is making me more mad than that freaking Post Malone album. I feel like I'm getting too worked up. I feel like MGK's getting in my head, you know?
Screaming when we fuck, screaming when we fight, yeah. Are you about that life, yeah?
Why'd you pitch it down?
See that ass shaking, yeah.
Why is everything just so bad? Did you hear that vibrato?
Backstroke, we both naked. I could see that ass shaking.
That's not even human. Like, that's like Post Malone vibrato.
I love chaos, I love toxic, I love wreckage, I love falling picture, taking pictures.
Oh, Black Bear, Black Bear, another completely uninteresting person. Wow, great. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's stanky. It's awful. It's unlikable. It's unlistenable. And I want to die.
I am a god.
Oh, this song! No! Not this song. Na, 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 na. What made you think that was a good idea? I've heard so much about this song, but I've never listened to it. It's honestly, it's giving me some sort of entertainment because it's kind of funny, but it's still just terrible.
She puts the eyeliner on her dark skin. She tells me lies, but she knows all of my secrets.
Why are these kids singing? They have the worst voices I've ever heard, man. This is Willow, right? Why are you singing? Stop singing. You cannot sing. Oh my gosh, this makes me mad. It makes me mad that music like this gets an insane amount of streams, and then you have seriously talented artists just going completely under the radar. That's what really makes me the most mad about this. Not even really the fact that it's terrible, it's the fact that this is what gets a bunch of streams. And I know I'm contributing to that cycle of listening to this, but this is purely for educational purposes, okay? I don't care. I do not care what you're singing about.
Love with an emo girl. I'm in love with an emo girl.
the same shit all over again. It's stanky! It's so stanky! I hate my life, man. This is getting under my skin. If the goal of this album was to get under the listener's skin and just make them unbelievably angry, they've succeeded. I feel like he's in my head. MGK's in my head, man. I guess if I had to give this album one compliment, I guess it's the instrumentals. Like, the instrumentals aren't completely terrible. Yeah, they're generic, they're kind of bland, but at least it's music. I can't really say the same about MGK's vocals and his lyrics. There's really nothing redeeming about those. Yeah, I bet you are. I'm waiting for a track that is at least mid, but I'm starting to think we're not gonna get one. I'm really sad. This album's just making me sad now. It went from laughably bad to making me angry to now just making me feel devoid of all emotions. So I guess not sad, I guess just devoid. Is that even devoid? Is that a word? I can't even think straight right now. I don't even know what words are right now. Just give me something somewhat redeemable, please, man. I'm begging you.
Sleeping, fake sick, don't belong. I'm a punk.
How more basic can you get? You're making a pop punk album, and one of the lyrics is "Don't belong, I'm a punk." That is the most cliche pop punk lyric you could ever say. Ever. Ever. It's not even close. No. Would you look at that? Another stank, because it stanks. I can't even sit through these songs. I have to skip through. If there's something that catches my ear, I'll continue, but it's... This was a bad idea. This is like... My day is ruined.
Zombie apocalypse is not too far away. I think our robot is real and I'm kind of afraid to say you.
How old is this dude? How old is MGK? Let me search that up right now. He sounds like what he's singing about and how he sounds like he honestly sounds like he's 12. But he's obviously not 12. Let's see. How old is MGK? MGK is 32 years old. This is a 30-year-old man singing these lyrics. Let that sink in. Let that sink in.
Your teachers are full of shit. You don't need to go to school. Life's gonna kick your ass anyway.
I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of that Jake Paul music video that Cody Ko and Noel did a That's Cringe on, where he's just like, it's like a teacher diss track. Your teachers hate you, they're full of shit, you're not gonna learn anything in school. I have the mind of a 12-year-old adolescent child. I've never grown out of my freaking... I don't even know what I'm saying, man. This dude isn't... He has 0 brain cells. He has actually 0 brain cells. This is a 32-year-old man singing about school and how you don't learn anything in school. I didn't know it could be this bad. I had no idea.
What? I can't sing anything right now, so this is the song.
What? What are you doing? Stop! I'm so angry right now. What? Oh my gosh, man. He's in my head. MGK is in my head. I don't think I've hated an album ever more than this. Yeah, gotta have a trap banger in here. Of course. If you're gonna make a trap song, can you make something a little bit less generic? Listen to these drums. Like, this actually not terrible. You know why it's not terrible? Because he's not doing the terrible pop punk sound, and he's not doing the terrible, awful, grating pop punk singing either. It's more of a rapped delivery. The trap beat is a nice change up, I guess, even though I was just criticizing it for how generic it is, because it is generic, but I mean, at least it's a change it from the constant assault of annoying drums and guitars and just that generic pop punk sound. So this is actually kind of a welcome switch up.
I don't give a fuck.
Lyrics are still terrible, but it's not terrible. This is second appearance. This isn't bad, honestly. Hey, hey, hey. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's gonna get the mid because it's still pretty generic, but in the context of this album, that sounded like the greatest song I've ever heard after everything I've been through on this album. I mean, if you put that song on like pretty much any other album, it would be just pretty terrible, but compared to everything else, it wasn't terrible. Again, I'm probably not ever gonna listen to it again, but I feel like it's just like a nice palate cleanser, a nice just moment of not the worst thing I've ever heard. So yeah, again, I'm not gonna return to it. It's not like the greatest thing if I think about it in the context of other things, but in the context of this album, that's the best song I've ever heard. So there you go, MGK. If that was your goal, if your goal was to make that song sound amazing because you're surrounding it with just a pile of garbage, you succeeded.
Are you recording? Yeah. I watched a movie scene.
Like, why? Even when he's talking, why does this make me mad?
Are you recording? Yeah.
It sounds so unnatural. Like, that's not how, you didn't stop playing it like you were in the studio and that's actually what you like said before playing this song. It sounds so fake. Are you recording? Yeah. Are you recording? Yeah.
Are you recording? Yeah.
Why? What is that, man? I don't know why I said why like that. That sounded weird. It's not. Stop. Just stop. Stop everything you're doing. Oh, wow. Your antagonist look just like you. Terrible. Hey, MGK, I can tell you don't care. I can tell you don't care about making good music. So thanks for just putting that out there. Thanks for being honest, you know? Wow, industry plant, Ian Dior, wow, so fun. I love my life, this is great. You're bad. Hey, guess what? It stanks. Next track. Another trap beat.
Fucking hate it.
Killed me, I used to be. I might die in California.
This is so much worse than the other trap song.
They gon' be missing me. It's gonna be chaos when they come out to my royalties. I keep this till I miss the
Do you hear the difference in just Young Thug and Machine Gun Kelly? Do you just hear the difference in just the charisma level and just the vocal uniqueness and just the confidence, you know, and just the flow? It's not even close. Young Thug sounds so much better over this. Like, it's actually insane, the difference, how stark that difference is. I mean, it's still pretty generic, but Young Thug is at least bringing something. Wait, no, this is Young Thug.
Idiot alert, idiot alert. This guy's an idiot. He didn't know the difference between Gunna and Young Thug. Look at this idiot.
I'm so dumb. That's Gunna. I look like an absolute idiot right now. Gunna and Young Thug, they do sound kind of similar, but okay, that's Gunna. But even Gunna sounds so much better than MGK. Here's Young Thug. You hear what a good vocalist sounds like? Like, these vocals sound good, man. Even his singing it just has something to it, you know? It has a likable quality to it. I think I liked Gunna's verse a little bit more than Young Thug's, but Young Thug's is still sounds like the greatest thing ever when you compare it to MGK. Okay. We're gonna give it the mid, because I think Gunna and Young Thug brought something, at least. It's only mid. It's mid not even because of MGK. I thought Gunna and Young Thug actually brought something to make that track somewhat in the least bit entertaining. Just the stark difference is crazy between MGK and Gunna and Young Thug. You can tell that Gunna and Young Thug actually have some sort of talent and presence on the mic. They don't sound like a wailing freaking seagull over the mic. Okay, 2 more and then we're done with this abomination.
Can't hide the secret anymore. My eyes count to 10 and see if I die. Wait, where you going? Close my eyes.
This track does not deserve my attention. Oh, no one cares, man. I'm sorry. You have not done a single thing to make yourself likable in this. Like when he's trying to sing about these deeper things, and I just can't take it seriously. Like if you want an album, there's plenty of artists that sing and write lyrics about traumatic things, therapy, their feelings, introspective things, with some uniqueness and with some depth, with some actual thoughtfulness, you know? You don't have to be the most surface level person possible. It's just really, did I give that a rating? If I didn't. Oh, no. No. Stanky. No mid in here. Stank only. Last track. I am so happy that this is almost over. I am absolutely dreading editing this video. Alright, last track. Okay, most boring guitar you could ever, melody you could ever come up with.
I cannot kiss you yet, you're magic, so I'll just stare at you instead. I get it.
Oh, this is giving me the ugh. Just imagine you're on a date with MGK and he's just staring at you. You just look over and he's just silently just, I can't kiss you.
Yet.
That just gave me the heebie-jeebies, the shivery wivers, and not in a good way. Shout out Kevin, of course. What is this lullaby ass beat, man? That's a decent line. That's like one of the first lines I've been like, okay, that's alright. I didn't understand deja vu until I met you. Shush. And then he has to just stop! Why does he have to do that? Why does he have to go into the worst sounding voice I've ever heard? Like, if you're trying to get this emotional track, do you really have to go into that? I thought it was okay with just the more subtle, low-key delivery, but once you do that, it just completely ruins the mood, man.
I feel like I'm just leaving here.
The sound of this is okay. It's just, I can't really take it seriously. Because I know he's just gonna come in with some cringy vocals and some terrible lines. Maybe he'll prove me wrong, but I highly doubt it.
Go to sleep, I'll see you.
What did I say? Hey. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Gonna give that the mid. I feel like it was a okay ending. Again, nothing crazy, but I mean, I knew that he was gonna go into a more explosive ending there after that kind of low-key middle section. So it was predictable, but it sounded okay, I guess. I mean, I liked that he didn't sing over it. Again, that just proves that the best part of this album is the instrumental part. If this was an instrumental album, it would still be extremely boring and probably pretty bad, but it wouldn't be as bad as it is with these terrible lyrics and these terrible vocals. Really the only track that, I definitely think the best track was that trap kind of beat with Lil Wayne, but even that was pretty generic and boring. Usually I would feel bad about hating on an artist as much as I have in this video, but MGK is not a good person, so I don't feel bad at all. He's a bad person, he makes bad music, and yeah, MGK, mainstream sellout. The cover sucks, the music sucks, the singing sucks, everything sucks. MGK sucks. Thank you for watching, and peace out.